open eye, feel the waves cut through me, hypnotized by the sounds I'm breathing in. Hold tight, chemicals collide. Hold tight, hold tight, hold tight. Dripping lights paint the skies, all because of you. Dripping lights paint the skies, only you can make me move. You can make me move. Can make me move. You can make me move. Can make me. So alive, make it last.
Yar, what up, everybody? For everyone that's in here now and everyone that is gonna be watching the stream back and are on Twitch or the YouTube. Hello. I know it's a little different. We're on a Sunday racing some MX bikes for Ariel. Kinda crazy. Oh yeah, definitely. But hey, we're gonna try to power through tonight. We'll see if they do it again. Hopefully Nico got him. If not, maybe. We're gonna see if this does anything. If it crashes, well, you probably know what's gonna happen to the race, but yeah. That's what they're gonna try. For anyone curious, this is the lineup. We got Aiden, Cam, Pitt, Steiner, HM, Dorian Merritt, Chase, JS7. Not the NA Chase, obviously, but Davey, Zave, Vendrami, Linz, Ashka, TJ, Reed, Theo, Jake, Danny, Callum, Trojan, Logan, and Joku. They might, there's obviously no real way to go off of because all the races ended early. So it might honestly just be they just cancel and don't give points out. That might honestly be what they do, and it might be one of the better options. Okay. I do have update for 250s though. As of right now, because nothing can change, the race that we did now will not count towards anything. They will most likely be going off of Friday's 8-minute race that they got halfway into before it ended for points. And we'll see how long if we can get into this 451. And yeah, We're trying, but obviously people that want to ruin our night are just making it worse. So who knows? You got people who think they're cool that they could DDoS stuff. So now we just wait. Yeah, people stream their POVs. Yeah, I mean, if they know of MX bikes, they could also just easily look at the lobby. Also in MX bikes shows up, and it tells you if they're in a race or practice as well. So if they're really stubborn about it, and I don't stream, they could do that. They probably have been doing that, but who knows? In a perfect world, we could just have them not do anything, and then we could actually get to race and play the game. But well, alrighty, boys. Apparently, before any of these guys got in, the server already died. Yeah, the server died before anyone can even get in. The season pass for the tracks include all the like stock tracks, like just the flat ones, and they also include all the rutted ones once they come out. So it's basically you're paying $22 for 30 some odd tracks. Just there's 17 tracks, two different versions. They just they use the flat track just with ruts added to it. It's all in the shop. You just go if you bought the season pass, you just go in the shop, look at AMA Supercross, and each Friday they'll post the track for you to download. So yeah, there's that. Um, just kind of waiting in silence. I'm gonna toss up an ad. If they don't work, yeah. If it doesn't, like, we're probably just gonna keep trying. If it doesn't work, then they'll probably just call it off. I'm gonna run an ad just in case we get to run this race. And yeah. How many rounds? There is 17 rounds. For 17 rounds in total. 450 class races off 17, 250 West races 10, 250 East races 10 as well. And there's, I think, two or three East West showdowns. Hopefully, with those ads, we can, get the whole ordeal sorted. Shout out to all, 44 of you guys that are still here, just trying to bear with all the problems that is happening because certain people don't want us to have fun. But I'll be in the screen until we could get the whole thing started. If we can get it started. But yeah, hopefully by next Friday all this stuff can be sorted out. Yeah. Anyone thinking? Uh, no, we are only at 20 people though. So I'll leave that up to you to decide that. Cool. All right. No, it's just to ruin people's night. That's all DDoSing is doing. It's just to ruin people's nights. That's all it's for. That's all they're trying to do, and that's what they are doing, or that's what they're accomplishing. But all right, from the inside we got Aiden, Cam, Steiner, HM, Dorian, Merritt, Pitt, Chase, JS7, Davey, Zav, Vendrami, Linz, TJ, Reed, Jake, Danny, Callum, Logan, and Jioku. 3 people not there. 1 person that probably needs to be lining up but isn't. So it's on them. We're ready to get this thing started. Whoever this guy is, sucks to be you, but revs are up. You guys getting ready to drop. Almost down. Long one. Down it is. And it looks like Linz, maybe. It could be someone else from the inside, but Dorian Merrick gets a good jump. It's going to be Aiden. If that's the qualifier. Oh, and down he goes. Gets landed on by Steiner. Cam's up front on the Moto Academy, and it's Cam shooting in the lead from the outside. Even gets the quad, and everyone else is struggling behind him. Chase is moving forward. Joku's down. Steiner slowly but surely trying to regroup after a small mistake in the rhythm, but it's Cam. Chase going over the bars, clipping it. Dorian Merrick gets into him. Jake gets into him. Jake was fighting with Cam all of last week. Davey, small mistake. But Cam looking to make it 3 for 3 here tonight. You see Reed down in the background. Somebody thought he was fighting for a podium. Looks like he's not going to be this week, but it's going to be Linz up to that P3 spot on the Fantic, with Steiner holding strong in P2 right ahead of him. Oh, it was Troy who couldn't start. Hate to see it for him. But Lynn's moving swiftly into P2 around the outside of Steiner. Misses that inside rut. Bounces to the outside. Steiner's going to get right back next to him. Gets it done, but Lynn's holds on strong. Goes inside. Double, single. Lands. Gets landed on by Steiner. Backflip. And there it goes. That's going to call it, boys. Oh, no. They're restarting. They're restarting for Troy. Oof. Thought we had a DDoS. Nope. It is for Troy. So apparently he jump started and no one decided to let Ryan know. So once again, Aiden, Cam, Steiner, HM, Dorian, Merritt, Pitt, Chase, J7, Davey, Zav, Vendrami, Linz, everyone on the gate. Revs are up. Time for the second try at this thing. Gates down. It looks like Lynn's trying to get a good start from the outside. It's going to be Steiner this time, and everyone dies. It's Dorian, Merritt, and Vendrami. Jake is up here early with TJ and Logan. But Dorian Merritt, second place to Vendrami, and takes him out over the berm. Absolutely sends them both flying, and it's going to be Jake leading the way now over JS7. Absolute blessing for those Element FXR boys being 1-2 right now. Jake definitely getting a better start. Cam somewhere buried. There he is now, sitting about 7th or 8th. Next to Callum, his teammate, able to get a good drive. Going to get the triple. Logan couldn't. Danny couldn't. Going triple, single over HM. But 5-rider battle here for P3. But it looks like Jake is going to lead the way. Cam struggling. Almost goes down there over the Supercross triple. Someone almost, Zav almost getting into the leaders there, but Cam looking down the inside of Danny, so he can make it happen. Gets a little squirrely, twisted sideways, flips, down he goes. Linz is going to go by Callum, his teammate, and it looks like even Reed is going to get by. He definitely got a blessing from that restart, but heading back up front, it is going to be Jake and JS7, the two teammates. Battling again. Troy. That could just be his internet, to be honest with you guys. Been having troubles with it lately. J7 slides out of the rut. And Chase going double over triple. And then we got Danny going for the quad. Cases doesn't go down. J7 right behind him. And a whole bunch of riders, including Cam, Reed, Callum, Aiden. Reed hits a tough block. Cases cannot hold it together here. And Linz is going to get by him. And then everyone fighting their way through. J7 doing a front flip in the whoops. Down he goes. Cam working through all of them. 250 did not happen. Martins got DDoS again, so it looks like they're going to be taking results from the Friday race. And Chase absolutely moves Cam out of the way. Going over the Supercross triple now. And someone cuts into him. It's Reed. Reed and Cam collide. TJ gets into the back of him. Goes sliding. Paboso physics. Keeps it up. But back out front, actually, this is not out front. They are pretty gone. This is Jake out front looking to take the win here into Cam's reign after some mistakes, after unfortunately having to get a restart. And then we see Aiden, your fastest qualifier, HM. And then a whole group of riders of Cam, Pitt, JS7, Linz, Reed, Dorian, Merritt, Logan. So looks like Cam already moving through this pack. JS7 and Cam go down together. So even more mistakes happening to Cam getting in with Linz goes down. And it looks like Cam is down again on that inside corner. So it goes from bad to worse for your points leader. Looking to regroup here. I do think that Jake is 11 points down. I could be completely wrong. That's going to scroll across the bottom here in a bit for you guys. So someone double check that. But looks like it just messed up there. From whole shot to 8th for Vendrami. Or even if it's Vendrami. He's down to 13th now. So leading is still Jake over Chase. God, Jake is even farther ahead than I think. Yeah, there he is. Got almost a 10-second gap from him. Looking like Ken's in the 250 class, but riding smooth here. Got 16 minutes to go. Keeping her steady on that Element FXR machine. Looking smooth, getting the triple. His teammate of Aiden, who's up to 4th now. It's close, but then you got Chase of MRC sitting P2. Aiden looking to make a move on Callum. Gets the triple. Does he get the second one? He does, and then singles into the corner. So Callum, Cam's teammate, but Aiden slowly moving forward onto that podium. And we'll see just how far forward he can get. Like I said, fastest qualifier on Friday. It's been 2 days in between, so I don't know if he's still going to be one of the fastest on the track. But Callum gets a run through the whoops. Aiden does not. Gets the triple. Aiden has to go double. A little bit slower. But Reed up into P5. And we go back a little bit. It's Dorian Merritt with HM and JS7 right next to him. And Linz just a little bit farther behind him. Going to go far inside for Linz. Keep an eye on this close battle up here. Someone else is down in the back. It's Zavo. Ooh, it looks like Dorian Merritt was down in the corner before the finish. And now we just have to wait and see how far Linz can get up and how far Cam can move forward, as he's just at the back of his pack with Vendrami, who pulled the whole shot. He does have Davey right behind him. He's going to have to go to check up. Still at the inside rut. Vendrami mistake almost takes Cam down with him. But Chase slowly closing in on the lead. It's down to 6.5 seconds now. So now we got Aiden still sitting P3. He's got Reed slowly catching up. Reed looking for a podium here today. Getting the quad to go triple through the rhythm. You do have to check up for that one right there. But still gets it cleanly. Through the whoops we go. It looks like Aiden has a small mistake. Cuts over on Callum. Callum almost runs into him. Down he goes. Definitely because of that cutover. And Reed gets 2 for 1 there because of it. So into P3 he goes. See everyone. Oh, Logan, hold on to it. There he does. Just barely ahead of all those guys. So now Aiden and Reed are battling for that P3. Just have to wait and see. As Jake's still leading the way over Chase. But this is your battle for the final podium spot with 14 minutes to go here in the 450 main event. They're tripling. And then to the outside, Reed, small mistake. Aiden down the inside. Gets the pass done back into P3 on Reed after that tiny mistake in the sand. Was going to go inside, get the triple here. Cannot get the double for Reed. But so Aiden gets himself a little bit of a gap over him. Jake holding on steady. It's still at 6.8 now. So still keeping Chase at bay. Not letting him close in any more than he did those couple laps. Reed's still going for the quad over, while Aiden is just going for the triple on. So got to keep an eye through the whoops here. Both of them get it cleanly. I think Reed might have got a little bit better over jump the first triple. Case is barely that second one, but is able to hold on to it. Now Callum is behind him. We got Linz finally moving forward up into P6 on track. Might be P7 because of cuts. With HM. Ooh, Dorian Merritt stuck in the ruts. Down he goes. Hate to see it for him. But Linz up to P6 on track. Yeah, so no cuts. Moving him back down. Missed that rut there. Has to swing a little bit more outside than he probably wants to. So just keeping an eye on all the battles around the track. Everyone kind of slowly separated. So we just got to wait and see. It's Dorian Merritt. TJ moving down the inside of Davey, kind of forcing him wide. Davey holding strong there. But keep an eye. Ooh, slides out a little bit coming out of the sand. TJ gets the inside. Cam's going to follow him to make the pass. Both get the triple. TJ, small mistake. Cam looking down the inside. But TJ defending gracefully. Oh! Cam thought they were going for the double, and TJ went for the single and gets into him and goes over the bars. Even more mistakes for him. See, let's keep an eye. So there's Chase. You see Jake all the way over there at the start. So there's Chase. Then we got Aiden closing in. Looks like we have lost Reed for a little bit. As he might be getting closed and chased down by Linz here, who is sitting in P5 now ahead of Callum, with HM sitting in 7th. So HM trying to get something done on that TSCZ Productions KTM. Double getting the single onto the start straight. Little bouncy, but that's just EU lag compared to my NA. So holding on strong. And he gets a passer on the outside. I don't see too many guys going outside there. If they do, they're kind of cutting up. But HM making it work, getting past him. And if Reed isn't careful, Linz is going to close on into him. At this point, we're almost halfway into this main. So If something were to happen, it does seem like that we would probably take these results as is, same way that the 250s were halfway in and took their results. Oh, mistake from Reed. It bounces left to the right side. Lynn's getting a little squirrely. Still able to get the triple over Reed. Go triple, triple, single. And now he's trying to make the pass. Set up for the inside. Makes a move. Reed gets a little too nervous there and does a front flip over the rut. I'm not expecting the presence of Lynn's to absolutely mean mug Reed off of the rut and goes down. But now he's got to worry about HM. HM scrubbing. As you see on the timing and scoring, it looks like Jake has brought it back out to 8.5 seconds. Outside for HM to get the slingshot onto the start. Oh, internet not doing so hot. Luckily for you guys, that was my internet I'm seeing over there. So just keeping it steady, we can still kind of see. Wait for it to sort itself out. Looks like it's slowly starting to sort itself out here. So Reed still holding on strong. Do the whoops. Got HM just behind him. So let's go and find our leader here of Jake. He's still holding on strong, like I said. In the lead, he was fighting Cam last week, who was looking to pull off an undefeated season for at least through the first 2 rounds he did. And fortunately, due to some mistakes and the restart, did not happen this time. So Jake, who basically battled him all the way to the end, it was only a second or two between them by the end of it, is looking to capture his first win of the season as long as he could hold on. Got that 8-second gap over Chase. So if he just stays consistent like he has been, there is a chance. Keeping an eye on them through the whoops. Then you got Aiden sitting P3, like I said, was the fastest qualifier on Friday. Might not be fully the fastest anymore by as much as he was because of how much more time people have gotten. Who went 250? So if 250 tonight did not happen, they're just going to take results off of what happened Friday. So I believe it was Ken's who's going to get awarded the victory because that server kept getting DDoSed every time we tried 250s. So either we solved the problem or the guys who were doing it just got bored and decided to finally stop for this race. So Reed trying to hold steady onto Lynn's. He DM'd me saying that they're most likely going to be doing it since they can't really figure much out. Yeah, Frank, but yeah, Ryan DM'd me said they're most likely going to be taking results since there wasn't much they could do to fix it, so we got to see. What happened to Troy? His internet is not cooperating with him today. That's what happened. Oh, Reed. Down he goes. That's fair. Oh, we finally see Cam again. Oh, he's up to 7th. Wasn't even paying attention to the timing and scoring to see how far up he got. But now he has a chance. Reed right ahead of him. So we'll see how far up Cam can move. He's got 2 riders ahead of him of Reed and HM, which could bring him up to P5, which is still really good damage control from him on this championship after being down at about 12th for most of this race. So going inside triple, he's right on the back of Reed. See if we can make the move. HM outside to try to get the double cross to start straight. Reed still goes for it. Going to be side by side with him, so we're going to keep an eye on these two. Goes for the quad. Barely cases it, but now he gets around him on the outside. That's a move for Reed. And he cases the triple on. So he immediately loses 2 spots after making a pass for one of them. And now Cam looking around the outside of HM Does he get the drive? HM has to go second rut. Drive through the whoops goes Cam. He's able to hold on steady. And 3 goes into that P5 spot. He's got Trojan up ahead of him. As you can tell, you see his internet is not being very friendly with him. So he's here. He's racing. But I don't think his laps are counting because of the internet. And Reed down once more. So as long as, Trojan just has to continue. So if anyone retires, he'll slowly gain spots. As Linz is caught up to Aiden, around the outside he goes. Was keeping on a Cam and completely forgot about Linz. Going over, goes to the single. And Linz making some moves, catching up to him. He might have a chance at Chase if Chase makes a few mistakes. He's just right there ahead of him. So Aiden... Ooh, even the quad over for Linz. He said he wasn't going to be doing that. I should see if he was playing some more to be able to get that. Almost jumps off track there. Through the whoops he goes. Ooh, gets a little squirrely. Misses a couple ruts or a couple whoops. But Aiden still not able to catch up to him. And Jake now out the 10-second lead with 5 minutes to go. Around the inside goes Linz. Trying to hold on ahead of Jake. And so Cam, like I said, he got past Reed, got past HM, and there's Trojan. Holding steady with that 600 ping. Oh, Cam, scrubbing a little too hard there. And luckily it was only Trojan, not Reed and HM. He's actually pulled away from them. It's a decent shot at Linz, who went down, it looks like, in the sand as we were keeping an eye on Cam. And he lost that P3 spot after he was on a charge. So let's keep an eye on this. We'll see if Cam can close in on Linz. Make some now. Remember, Linz got 3rd in the first round. I think he got somewhere around like 8th or somewhere. Probably a little higher, maybe more towards the top 5 last week. And Aiden is down in the rhythm section now, so many close to a 3-way fight for the podium now. So Cam, after a horrible start to this moto, has a shot at P3 with Aiden and Linz battling up ahead of him. Keep an eye on these two. Aiden gets a little bit worse of a drive. Linz is going to go triple. They're both going to get it, all 3 of them. Now Cam is right there in contention, moves Aiden out of the way to move into P4, and Aiden can't get the Supercross triple because of it. So now it's going to be Cam and Linz battling for this final podium spot, with Jake up the way and about 8 seconds ahead of Chase, and then Chase has about a 12-second gap, probably more closer to about a 14. So Cam up to 4th with the shot at P3 after all those early crashes. So we'll see what he can do. Oh, mistake from Linz. Cam's going to go for the double. He gets it. Going to get the triple. He's going to have to single into this corner where Linz gets the triple. So it's going to give him better momentum over Cam. Both get this tep on. Looks like Cam cases it. So that's going to cost him a bit of time here. He's going to have to do the alternate line of going triple and then double into the corner. So Linz now has some breathing room to hold on to this transfer spot. Final podium spot. Cases the first triple. Going to have to double, and now Cam is right back on him. Linz, squaring up inside there whenever he makes a mistake, though. So keeping strong, blocking the inside. And now we'll see how far Cam can go. They got 2.5 minutes plus a lap. So Jake has to hold on out front, and then Linz has to hold off Cam here. But they are keeping it close to the end. Cam inside, Linz going outside to get kind of a slingshot. And then they're both going outside. Linz staying fully around the outside while Cam is cutting up. It's about equal between the two of them. Both still getting that inside triple single or double across Star Straight. Linz not going for the double across while Cam is. That might be a bit of advantage early. Looking down the inside, going for the quad. Cases it. Loses some time. Linz going to second rut. Didn't fully get it clean, and down he goes in front of Cam. So that's going to cost him the P3. So Cam up to P3 right now. Incredible ride for him. In front there's Chase lapping Joku, or Yaku, however you pronounce it, and Zava. Then you got Danny as well, who was battling with Cam early on in the race. So shows you just how far down Cam was and able to work his way all the way up here into P3. don't know if he has a shot at P2. I don't think there's enough time. But incredible ride for Cam. Really great, championship management here, points management. And Linz, he's holding on strong too. Just unfortunate mistake. Hate to see it for him. So I'm just kind of keeping an eye on him. Ooh, Linz trying to get around Danny. This is Jake out front. So we're up front with our leader right now. Kind of watching him towards the end of this. Goes, and here's Chase. So Chase is a lot closer than we think. It's down to 6.4. So it's not over. He got 2 laps to go here for Chase. Just got to see just how close up he could get. Keep an eye, because up ahead is, see Jake just up there. Keep an eye on both of them here. Watch Chase, see how close he could get. As Cam is now all alone ahead of Linz here, who's also all on his own with Aiden about 3 seconds back from him. So it's down to 11 seconds between the two of them, which it was about 12, so I don't think Cam has enough time in these 2 laps, unless mistakes happen, to catch up to get P2. But Jake, oh, that's his teammate JS7 case in there. Looks like Chase couldn't get the quad out. He had to go triple single. So we're going to go double. Got to keep an eye. Is that his teammate or is that Jake? That is Jake trying to get around his teammate. Another mistake. So Chase still closing in here. Still has a chance. So it is final lap here for the 450s. We'll see if Chase has a chance to get through. It's got 4 seconds. Oh, that's JS7. Thought that was Jake. It's his teammate getting in the way of Chase. He backs out here. Kind of a mistake. He kind of swapped left and right. We got to keep an eye. He's got to work through some lappers. He's got a group up ahead of him. It's actually not a group. It's just one rider. I believe it is his teammate of Davey. And Logan is down. There's Jake. See both of them right here. I don't know if Chase has enough time. It's going to get the double to go triple. Goes for the quad. Gets it cleanly. It's going to give him some time. Jake made a mistake. Could not get the triple on here. But he might have it just big enough of a gap. He's got to get through the whoops safely here. Got to keep an eye on him. There is lap riders down in the way. Got to be careful of them. He has to check up. He has to go double, triple, double. He's got his teammate Davey in right ahead of him. I don't think Chase has enough time to get the Supercross triple. After fighting Cam all of last week and able to get out front early, Jake is going to look to take the victory here at round number 3 at Anaheim. Chase making it a close fight, brought it down to 3 seconds, but just not enough time for him, and Jake was able to hold him off till the very end there, leading almost start to finish. It's going to be Cam fighting his way up to P3. Linz made it close, getting a solid P4 here at Anaheim too, and it's going to be a P5 for Aiden, your fastest qualifier. Definitely a good rebound after last week. Then we got Danny, and then here comes Reed. Danny was a lapper. Reed going to get a P6 here. So looks like Linz might fully take that P3 spot once again in the points, as he was tied with, I think, Reed, maybe Aiden. I know Troy he was tied with, maybe someone else. So it's going to be Jake now has gained 5 points, so it's going to be down to 6 points between them. But Cam has gained an extra 2 points on Linz, so it's going to be up to 17 between those two. So 6 points separate your top 2 here after round number 3, and a solid P4 from Linz just behind him. Oh yeah, I forgot it was you, Neon. That's right. So Linz gains, I think it's 2 points on Reed. Loses 2 points to Cam. Gains a shit ton on UN Trojan. Because of you not making it, and Troy Internet decided to take a crap the day of the rerun of the race. Yeah, solid ride for him. Um, well, because of that, we'll see if they do a rerun. Ryder, or not Ryder, Ryan said it was a 50-50 chance at a rerun for 250s. Who knows? It could just be that the DDoSers really hate the 250s. Were you guys not hearing sound the whole time of the bikes? Because I swear I had sound on, but then I look over and it looks like it's off. So, if not, that kind of sucks. But at least we got the race done. Wait, so we're doing 250s. Oh, show placement. I already backed out of the server, already reset. But yeah, it was Jake P1, Chase P2, Cam P3. Then it was Linz in P4, and then we had um Aiden P5, sixth for Reed, seventh for HM, and I can't really think about all that other stuff. Oh yeah, that definitely what it looked like. But still a solid P3 for Cam, so top 3 and 40 points did not same. Or did like how they are stayed the same. Just points wise. I have it updated so it'll scroll across with the updated points. Of Jake now 6 behind and Lynn's now 16 behind in P3. Suppose I'll put some music on of the same 2 songs that I can play because I know for sure aren't copyrighted. Any tracks that you should grind? Fuck, what's it called? I know someone just posted one. I can't think of it. God, I'd have to look at it. Hold on. Oh, do the Matt Rob Supercross tracks like concealed. I think it's on mods. Just download those if you want to do Supercross. But yeah, those tracks are really good for learning Supercross. They got like inside ruts on some of them, so but it's mostly open. So to learn Supercross, like to jump through it, they're perfect. But to like get ready for pro, But if you're just looking to like learn Supercross and grind, it'd be those ones. Matt Rob made them. Like it's on MXP mods. I think it's called Concealed. At least it's what it's called in game. It's like a Supercross compound within a minicross track. So I don't know if we're gonna rerun 256 or not. That's what I'm kind of waiting for. It honestly, they might just chalk it up to do the 8-minute thing after so many tries instead of doing it again. Yeah, Ryan's did say 50-50, so I'm waiting on a, update from him, and then I'll decide what to do on stream. I'm gonna go with it's probably not gonna happen, but like I said, I'll keep stream up and let you guys know. So a little hour and a half streaming. I'm gonna go check my MXB and check something out. Ooh, that's a good one. My friend made that one. I've been testing it out for him. I haven't been given any feedback because fucking I suck, but yeah, he's been making that one for a while. One of the Supercross tracks on there is a replica of Tampa last year, I believe. And Birmingham is the other one from last year. I like the Supercross tracks. And then he's got a long outdoor one. I didn't get to try the outdoor one because I lazy, but does it have ruts? I think the outdoors have ruts. I don't know about the Supercross. He's definitely toned down the ruts after we told him, but yeah, it has ruts. Just waiting on announcement. Like, what do you mean custom? Like, an original design? Or, like, just ask someone for something? ground. I mean, you can. It's honestly up to you. I would Froxy, but I post these on YouTube and copyright's a bit of a bitch over there. So, I mean, you could run either or. It's completely up to you. I mean, yeah, it's completely up to you if you want to do it. I'm trying. Twitch won't let me. I'm clicking the button right now, and it's just not letting me. It says you recently ran an ad. Must wait to run another. Last time I manually ran an ad was before the 450 main. Time to turn off the music. Are trolls coming? Like, what do you mean trolls? Like what's been happening this week, or like people just randomly posting shit in Discord and like taking people out? Yeah, DDoSing, no. Yeah. This week, this stuff does not happen. I think it happened last year at A2, like for a little bit, but not as extensive as this. Um, and then like a major one like this, like yeah, like he says, 3 years ago. Um, not an aerial, not an aerial. Because most guys that do aerial, you have to be really fast just to even get into the races. So they're like, you have to sweat your ass off for it. So they don't really see a point on sweating just to ruin races. Okay, cool. I get to run an ad break now, though, real quick. Ad break real quick before race. But yeah, aerial is like if you race competitive in MX bikes, you know aerial. Like aerial is the name for MX bikes competitive. No, you could play. It's just it takes so much skill to qualify that like most people won't qualify until they hit like at least 600 hours. And that's even like still pretty low to qualify. I got lucky 2 years ago and was able to qualify at 300, but that's because it's outdoors, and outdoors is a little bit easier. Yeah, a lot of those are gonna be like public lobbies. Like qualifying is just like a lot of people are just running hot laps, so it's like there's no real races or anything. Um, it's really just a lot of those are like find a server that says like ARL prep or whatever, and you could just race those a lot of the time. Those would be your best bets. Also, hoping you get good is just learning to race on the tracks and around people. Yeah, it's a lot of the times it's gonna be like stuff like that where it could happen. Where you're gonna see a lot of like the just taking people out. If you go into ranked, it won't happen as much, mainly because if you run into people too much, or if you run into someone after the finish line, you get instantly suspended from racing ranked for like a little bit. I don't know how if it's hours or days or something like that, but so like ranked, if is probably your best bet if you don't want to deal with that. You could find some just random public lobbies like Deddy's that don't have people with that, but it's bound to happen everywhere unless it's like aerial, pretty much. Alrighty. Showtime. We got a whole 19 people. We got Ken's your points leader, HW, Moza, Murda, K, Nico, Jams, Benderson, Victor, Redo, Rytox, Jinx, Valentine, Yoda, Smiles, Chapstick, Bob, Billy, Shifty, and Frank. Yeah, community not so much, but everything else better. But revs are up. Gate's about to drop. Following the inside where Ken's is going to be right in front of us as soon as they go out of the gate. Long gate. Ken's gets a decent drive. See if he could hold on to it through the first corner. He backs out. Moza sends it. And it's going to be Moza and Murda holding on to the start here. Moza did get the whole shot. Cases the triple mistake. And Murda gets landed on by Benderson. And Ken's is up front just like he has been almost every round. It seems like every week. Every race we've tried to do here this week as well. But he cases, and Moses is going to go and lead him backflip for Ken's. We finally see him have to try to come through the pack here after an early race mistake. Almost a mistake, redo mistake, and Victor's going to go to the lead here with Shifty in third, or it looks like fourth now actually after redo rejoins. See Frank up here early with Chapstick, Bob Billy, but it looks to be Victor is going to lead us across the finish line with Moza directly behind him here, looking for the finish, or looking for the win. So Victor leading early over Moza. Then he's got Redo and Shifty right behind him. Then we got Frank and Smiles. So getting close to about a 5-rider battle for the lead. Looks like Shifty and Redo almost come together. Looks like Shifty, small mistake. We'll see if Frank can get down the inside. Mistake. Shifty looks like he might have landed on Redo and goes down. Frank getting the triple from the inside, passes Redo. But now Redo has the inside here. So second rut from Frank, and he goes over the bars out of the rut. And Moza, after Victor mistake, Moza goes into lead here early with Ken's down in P12 right now. So Moza holding on strong. See if he could pull a bit of a gap going through the whoops here. Able to hold him steady. Does he get the trip? Nope. They're going to go double. I don't know if these two can get it. Victor almost goes over the bars. Has to go double, double, double through this rhythm section. And Moses starting to pull a bit of a gap on Redo here. There's 250 East and West on both NA and EU there, Stitch. But Moza leading early. Almost goes over the bars there. And Redo holding on strong. Got Victor and Shifty just behind him. But Redo, see if he could hold off Victor. All going outside here. You see Shifty a little bit more back. Frank making some more mistakes in the background, going down with Murda. See Ken's a little bit in that group, the only Husqvarna in there. Redo going down the inside. It's Victor. Looks like HW might get some cuts because of that. You see him at the top of the leaderboard because of that crash. Yeah, but it's still P3, still 6 points up in the championship. Over Jake. As they cross the line. Like I said, Moses still leading. Victor holding on strong. Ahead of Redo. See able to get by him. See if Shifty can follow him through. Keep down this three-way battle for P2 here. Shifty keeping it close. See if he can get a drive on Redo. Looking to go down the inside. Going triple to the outside. Cannot get a drive, so Redo's going to hold on to that P3 spot. Doesn't have it off of cuts, though, so be sure to keep an eye on that. And just a little bit far back is Murda and Ken's. Shifty going outside to get the double across the side straight to go triple. Then he's going to triple again and single into the corner. And all these guys keeping strong, but they're not careful. Ken's is going to close in on him. As he is really fast, as we've seen. We saw last week. We saw on the first attempt on Friday. Gotta wait and see. We're 5 minutes into this main event now. Victor keeping it steady ahead of these two. But these guys are applying a lot of pressure. We'll see if we could have a mistake from Victor. Looks like Shifty trying to get in there and change some things up. He's going to go around the inside along with all these guys. Murda going middle rut. Inside for Victor and Redo. Shifty going to try to go around the outside here. Moses down on the outside of Sand out of the lead. And now he's falling down all the way to P5 because of it. And now he has Ken's just right behind him as Murda's getting in the mix here. Down the inside goes Murda. Shifty going outside still to get the double. See if he can get a drive. He can. He has to go double, and then double through here. Murda gets the triple into the corner. Gets past Shifting to P3. Moses down the inside. Has to go double. Murda, mistake on the outside, and then here comes Ken's as well. Oh, and Murda down in the rhythm section. Moses, mistake of zone. So Ken's gets two people. He's going to have a drive. Gets past Redo. Gets swapped. Barely saves it. He's going to go double, triple, double like the rest of them. And now he has a chance to get back into the lead here. Just like that. Scrubs the Supercross triple. Looks like Frank's down in the background at the end of the whoops. Outside for all these guys to get it. Moza down the inside. Looking to rebound after that crash out of the lead. And catch back up to Ken's and make a move on him to try to remount back into the lead up ahead. Who has Victor now leading this race. And Shifty Ken's along the outside. See if he can get a drive here. Shifty outside, Victor inside. Ken's is going to follow him down the inside. And he's going to make the pass on Shifty. Shifty gets a drive. Does not go for the inside. They're all going to go to this middle rut to get the triple. And now Ken's right on the back of your leader here of Victor. See if you can make something happen. Moses down the inside of Shifty. Shifty still going for this double across. Instead of electing to go single, double, triple. Doesn't really set up too good for him. But Ken's now right on him. Gets the triple onto the table. Steps off. Side by side here, he has the inside line going into the turn before the whoops. Does he make him force him to the outside? Gets that right. See if he can get the drive through the whoops like Victor does. And Ken's gets the lead, and it looks like Shifty is down out of P3 in the whoops. So Ken's now in the lead. We'll see if he could start to pull away from these guys. Gets into the tough blocks a little bit, but all good for him. So now leading at the 8-minute mark is Ken's with Victor right behind him. And then it is going to be Moza sitting in P3. So now we got to wait and see if anyone can get there. But Ken's has a good shot at moving forward in this race. And it could extend his title championship, points lead. To make him have 75 get P1 in the first 3 rounds. And now Moza not trying to let it happen. He has to get around Victor here. Cases the triple a tiny bit, but still able to get the triple into the corner. Gonna get the triple onto the table. Step off. He's going to be on the left-hand side of Victor. Don't know if Victor will see him and give him the room. He doesn't. He cuts over on him. Moza has to check up a tiny bit. But does he get the drive through the loop? Victor cuts him off. Ooh, can't do it through the whoops. Mistake. Almost goes down, but he saves it. And Moza into P2 now. And Victor crashes trying to get back on. Here comes Shifty here as Murda was down at the end of the loops as well. So Victor now up to P3, or actually down to P3 if you're getting passed by Moza. Shifty right behind him now, trying to make something happen. As you see in the background is Ken's trying to pull away here on that Moto Academy machine. Shifty trying to get on the podium ahead of Victor here. You got Chapstick down in P11, who is P3 in points coming into tonight. Able to get the double across the start straight. Ooh, mistakes from Shifty. Murda now has a chance. Another mistake. Cases even more. Murda's going to triple into that P4 spot here. Moto Academy is the star Yamaha of this game. Just getting everyone on the team. Now we've got to keep an eye on Murda. He's having to jump through the whoops here. Still going to be able to do the double, triple, double. He doesn't really need to go for the triple as no one here does. Yeah, they do not have racks. Yeah, but you're the unk of the team, Ols. The OG. So that's what you are. You're the mentor. Ah, so he's on the team, but not on the team. That's like me with MX Locker. I'm literally got the team roles and on the team and join everything, but I just don't run their skins. To be fair, I don't race, but... Victor is closing back in on Moza here. Can't get the triple into the corner, so commentators curse just as they say that he loses some ground. But now he's got Murda right behind him, who is second in points. As Moza was second. Oh, goes for the triple. Cases has to go double-double. I don't know, Rita didn't look too fast at the beginning of the race. I mean, Lynn's kind of made you his bitch. He made you crash on your own in a rut without even touching you. Just went down your inside and you crashed all on your own. So Murda trying to make it. Oh, down he goes. At a P4, and Shifty's going to get by him. So Murda always there. Yeah, but you didn't pass him, Reed, and that's the real issue. Results are all that matter, not what happened during the race. So Victor holding on strong in P3. Shifty right behind him, trying to, move into that P3 spot. Murda, even more mistakes behind him. So keep an eye on this battle for P3. Oh, gets a drive on the left-hand side. Makes the pass easy. Around the outside he goes, and Shifty into P3. I mean, we might have an undefeated season at a Ken's, man. He's just got to... I mean, he even had a horrible start. He went down early and had to come from like 12th and is up in the lead and was up there with 8 minutes to go. So he's just being consistent. Bob Billy. All right, we'll keep an eye on live timing and scoring. We're going to go back to find some Bob Billy action back here. There's Chapstick, your third in points coming in tonight. Oh, there's Bob Billy. The Kaizen machine. Slowly following him through. Oh, he's got the GoPro on. representing the GoPro community. He's got Chapstick ahead of him. I don't know, Reed. Why are you claiming you're going to podium when you haven't yet? You claimed you were going to win AOMX. You didn't even get top 5. Oh, Victor, down he goes on the finish line. So Murda into P4. Victor slowly but surely falling apart. And now even has Redo right behind him. So we'll see if Redo can make something happen with Victor getting to that P5 spot. They do got Oh! Ooh, a little cross wreck going up the face of the jump there. Able to save it. And you see Moza going the opposite direction. Reed, last year you were literally crying last year that you missed one main so you couldn't get top 3 in 250s in the championship. Oh, Victor gets a drive on the right-hand side. Almost goes over the bars. Around the outside. See if he could hold a line. We got a solid fight here for P4. I think Victor has him off of cuts. Okay, Murda hitting the solid line to go. A little single, double, double. Oh, I'd never miss an opportunity to hate on Reed, man. But Murda holding on strong here. Got 14 seconds left. Murda cases can't get the double across the start straight. I'm trying to see whenever Ken's crossed the line, but Victor makes the pass. On track now, doesn't just have him off cuts. Okay, so it looks like time has expired, and I don't think Ken's crossed it yet, so it's going to be coming up to the final lap. There is Ken's on the last lap. So these guys fighting for P4, and Murda trying to hold on strong. Oh, and Victor front flips, hits Murda, but Murda survives somehow. And he's going to hold on there comfortably. Here comes Yoda. Haven't seen him all race, but he's slowly and quietly moving forward. Passes Victor just like that. There's a mistake. And Redo even gets by him. Both of them case it, and even Valentine. So just like that, Victor, unfortunate for him. Gonna try to find Ken's here. And there's Moza. Damn, there's Ken's. He's so far up. So we're gonna head back to this battle real quick while we keep an eye on where Ken's is. Got Yoda leading in P5. Redo. Victor down. Takes Valentine with him. So now it is between those two. See who can hold on here. Looks like Yoda Might is going to get the double cross to start straight. And a mistake for Redo. And that is going to do it for him. So we're going to head back up front. It's going to be Ken's making it 3 for 3 this year on the 250 main event. Wins. He's going to continue his streak. He's up to 75 points now. And who gets second? It looks like it is going to be Moza. Good rebound after a horrible ride last week to get himself back close into this championship. Shifty, strong right for him to hold on for a P3 finish. And it's going to be Murda sitting in P4. Yoda, after not seeing him, he's got to get some better starts here in these next couple rounds to put himself in better position. But a P5 for him always seems to be going and charging through the pack. All right, HW, that's a questionable move right there. But Redo's going to get HW. And then Bob Billy comes across. Victor's going to fall all the way down to P10 after being P5 with 2 laps to go. Here comes Chapstick and Nico. Alrighty. Let me take a look-see here. I'm gonna try to take a look at the points here. So let's all right, 250 points coming into this. It was Ken's, Murda, and Chapstick, as you see crawling across the bottom. It has been, and then Shifty and Yoda. So Ken's moves up to 75. Moza gains 22 points, so it puts him up to 50. Murda gains 18, so it puts him up to 53. So he's still P2. I think Moses is gonna be there. It's gonna be 20. So actually, Murda and Shifty are tied now at 53. Moses is gonna move up to P4 at 50. And then I believe it's gonna be Yoda with gaining. Let's see. So it's 18. So 17 for fifth. God, math is hard. Whoa. Yeah, 47 for Yoda and P5. So he doesn't move. But Shifty is now tied with Murda for P2, and Moses is going to move from P8 to P4 in the points. So that is going to call it. Thank you guys for sticking out. This stream is actually longer than the actual races on Friday. So yeah, props to you guys for sticking along with me here through the thing. I will probably cut this up for the YouTube. But yeah, thank you boys for sticking it out. I'll see you guys next Friday. Hopefully it will be a better. Hold on. But yeah, thank you boys so much for sticking with me. I'll see you guys on Friday for round number 4. It's gonna be a Triple Crown at Houston. So yeah, be ready for that. We'll see. That'll probably be a really long stream. But yeah, thank you boys, and I will see you all next time.
Open eye, feel the waves cut through me, hypnotized by the sounds I'm breathing in. Hold tight.